Yes, welcome back. Thanks for joining your boy Retro Roy here again on another week with something I wasn't expecting to do. In all honesty, I had something else planned for today, but I had so many crazy pickups that I thought I have to do a pickup video just to go through all this. I can't leave them until next week when we have the Games Fair, which will obviously be a video on its own. So let's get through, shall we? You want to hang on till the end. The last two are pretty crazy, so we'll just go slowly. I went back to Vintage Gamer because he had a copy of Tetris that I wanted, but the other game that I was really after was Die Hard for the PS1. This one is nostalgic for me because my friend at that time who lived around the corner, he had a SNES. That was the first time I played SNES at his place, and then he also had a PS1 when that came out, and he had Die Hard Trilogy and Aliens. I remember playing both of these a lot back in the day, especially the funny enough, the on the rail shooter light gun portion, Die Hard 2. And if anybody's played it, this game is excellent. There's 3 separate game modes essentially based on the 3 films. Die Hard's kind of like a third-person action shooter. Die Hard 2, like I said, is light gun on the rail shooter, and Die Hard with a Vengeance is kind of like some weird crazy taxi thing. But happy to add this to the collection. I tried it with the G-Con 2 and sadly didn't work, so I think it's just gonna have to be it's not even the DualShock, is it the basic control pad only? Yeah. Like I said, I went back to Vintage Gamer to pick up Tetris because I saw it the first week and I remember it being a really nice clean copy. Everybody likes Tetris, right? This is better condition than mine. I thought Nick did me a good price on the phone before I went, so I thought, yeah, I'm gonna have that. But when I was rummaging through his boxes, and True Lies caught my eye. True Lies caught my eyes. True Lies caught my eye, but instead I thought, how about this game? It's not one that I'm familiar with. When I saw it, I was like, I don't see this out very often at all. And Nick said that it was America only, and for that reason he struggled to give me a price. You know, they all look on eBay to see what the values of them are, and he couldn't see a boxed one, but he saw plenty of cards going for around the 30-40 quid mark. So he was thinking that, you know, a clean boxed version of this with a manual, which this one isn't, would be worth 3 figures. So he did me a fair price on these two along with Die Hard. But yeah, happy to add both those to the collection. Like I said, my Tetris is an overall improvement. Beetlejuice, by the way, is getting a sequel after so many years. God knows what that's going to be like. Okay, carrying on with the box only strategy that I've gone nuts on the last few weeks. I've got a relatively clean DMG. The only thing with it is there's a little bit of damage there in that corner, but other than that, it's very sharp, and it's got the all-important polystyrene insert, again in pretty good condition. So this will be a nice one. I'll try and hunt down, I need a cartridge only Tetris, but I'll try and hunt down the headphones and the cable and all the bits that came with it. So yeah, a little mini collection mission on with this. I have a DMG box in the corner, but it's Italian. So it'll be nice to have an English one. It's got the Argos catalogue number there again, which is a nice little touch. Has everybody seen the Tetris movie, by the way? While we're on here, it's great, you should check it out if you haven't. So next I've got Game Boy Advance Link to the Past, 4 Swords Adventure. Again, box only, not too bad condition. There's a little bit of tearage or damage there, I don't know, it's not quite torn, but it's not clean either. But overall, nice condition. Missing the insert, but that's not a big deal for Game Boy Advance. I could just buy a cheap game and take it from that. you guys know I'm a big Zelda fan even. You've seen the display up above, and I can have this one. Obviously it is just a link to the past, but with like a 4-player twist. I've never played it before. I'm not sure exactly how it would work with the Game Boy Advance, with 4 Game Boy Advance connected up at once. Sounds pretty crazy, but with the early noughties. So yeah, glad to add that to the collection. So you guys know I've got the Pikachu N64, and I was scouring Vinted, and this came up. It's a Pokemon control pad, genuine the dude says, but the colour scheme is opposite of the one that I've got. So the other one is blue on top and yellow underneath. This one's obviously yellow on top, blue underneath. I think it came with the Pokemon Stadium N64. On general, I mean, the analog stick, not too much free play in there. It's a little bit dirty, to be fair, but I mean, that'll clean up. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. 30 quid might be a bit excessive, but all the Pokemon N64 stuff generally goes for quite a bit, so to have a spare one of these, again, it complements the other one, so it's good to have. More box only goodies. I've got a pair of Banjo-Kazooie. Again, let's see if we can get it in there. Pretty good condition, nice and clean. This will be an easy one to complete. No manual, sadly. But I mean, manuals and cards for Banjo-Kazooie are pretty cheap, so this will be a nice one to complete. I already have the game, so I just bought this purely because it was cheap and because it came as a 2-parter with F-Zero, which does have the manual. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a shame. The manual's a little bit torn on the top, which, yeah. I don't have F-Zero X on the N64, but we played it a lot when we were kids. I don't know if you guys played it, but I love this game. You can see it's got a sticky tail label on there. I need to follow Tooty's advice, grab a hairdryer and some label remover. I've got a few games actually I need to do anyway, so I'll add this to the list. But yeah, like I said, I haven't got this myself. Does it have these? There's no cardboard insert, sadly, but yeah, I'll complete this one for pretty cheap. F-Zero X, again, pretty common, but a game worth having in the collection, I think. Okay, second to last now, so this is probably the crazy pickup, which is Force's video, to be honest. I have got, as part of a massive deal, bundle, I got this many loose carts. Some of them came with manuals, not all of them, but some of them. I got a brand new in-pack generic non-Nintendo memory card. I've got a Game Boy for Pokemon Stadium, what are they called, adapters. But most importantly, I had 3 box games. So why did I buy all this lot? So it's one of the strategies, I think, is to buy big bundles, get them at bulk discount because you're buying a shed load. Get what you want from it. So there's a few in here that I want for the collection, and then either keep the rest as seconds or to use them in trade-ins or complete and then sell on or whatever. So we'll go through what we get. WrestleMania 2000. I don't have WrestleMania 2000. Obviously I've got No Mercy, so be a good cart to add to the collection. Turok 2. I have this already, so that'll be to sell. A battered Warzone. Look at Austin there. He ain't happy. So I don't have Warzone, but it's pretty battered. The World Is Not Enough. I have this game, but I'm missing the manual, and the manual came with it. So yeah, it's nice to have the manual. That'd be nice to have. Mario Party 1. I mean, needs no introduction really, right? To have a spare copy of Mario Party, I'll definitely find a use for this. WCW NWO Revenge. So this was one of the earlier versions of the THQ WWF wrestling games. So that's pretty cool still. I think I have. No, I've got World Tour. I don't have Revenge. That's a nice one to add. 1080 Snowboarding. Again, I don't have this game. Cart only, but I'll find a box for that. And the rest of them, I mean, it's inevitable, right? You're going to get some sports filler titles. Virtual Pool 64. That one had a manual. International Superstar Soccer 98. I think this was better than FIFA. Was it a precursor to Pro Evo? Was this the game that became Pro Evo later on? I'm not entirely sure. They're both Konami, so it may have been. FIFA 99. A bit of Burkamp on the front there, looking good. And FIFA 98. Road to the World Cup, I think. Is it Road to the World Cup? Or is it just FIFA 98? No, it's just FIFA 98. And then last but not least, Mission Impossible. Again, so most of these cards are pretty cheap, right? Oh, and the other one that I needed was a spare Mario 64 because I already have an empty box. So that one can go in there. So on the whole, let me see. Out of the carts, I wanted 6 of the carts, 1 manual, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carts, which are just spares and nice to haves. Not too bothered about that. The box games, the one that I already have, Pokemon Snap. It's not in bad condition. There is just this little mark. Must have been where the label was, and they tried to get it off and then rubbed the paint underneath, which is a shame. But overall, that's still in good condition, I would say. Complete, yeah. Game that I already have also, but very happy to add it, as it's better condition than mine, is Mario Party 2. This one has gone crazy in value. Only Mario Party 3 is nuts, but even Mario Party 2's gone up and up and up. And this is a really nice, clean copy, really. Again, came with a protector. Happy to have that. And the game that I don't have in the collection is Yoshi's Story. Again, pretty clean, not too bad. A little bit of damage on that corner there, you can see it. But overall, again, perfectly fine for the shelf. Complete with manual. So yeah, glad with all of those. So we've got, what was that, 13 box games. 13 loose carts with 5 manuals, 3 box games, the memory card and the adapter, and that all came to just under 200 quid, which if I had to price it all up, I'd probably say it's worth at least 250, 260, maybe a bit more. So yeah, there's some value in there, and obviously Mario Party being the most expensive one, but I'm going to keep that anyway. I'll salvage the rest and do bits and pieces with it. Over time, I'm sure I'll find use for it. Now, the last one is a little bit of a special one. So you guys remember the story with Wario Woods, right? So this is where, if I just remind you, jog your memories back. The elusive, the one and only Get Retro off of Insta sniped me on this, and then showed off that he got it on the cheap when he didn't know that he was sniping off me, but I made a big deal out of it to make a bit of drama. So he sniped me on this, and I wasn't very happy about it. I got that Banjo-Kazooie controller stand off him, But Get Retro just went to America. If you guys remember, I bought the Game Boy games for him. And he went to, it's not Orlando, it's where it's San Francisco. There is the Universal Studios have opened a Nintendo shop, Nintendo Land, and he sent me pictures, and I said, dude, get me this t-shirt. I mean, look at that. Everybody's seen the film by now, right? Yeah, this quality, amazing Bowser t-shirt straight from Nintendo Land. I'm obviously never going to go to America, Nintendo Land, not anytime soon anyway. So he owes me for the Game Boy games. I'll get him to take this off. But I love this. This is quality. Got a Bowser theme going on at the moment with the Lego and the movie and stuff, so I'm glad to have this. But yeah, off the back of screwing me over on WarioWare, the guy thought it would be hilarious if he got me a Wario plushie. Look at that face. Everybody loves Wario, right? I have no idea how I'm going to display him, but I'm going to have to display the two together because it's just going to be one of those things. The best games have got the stories behind them. This is an amazing story, and this just makes the icing on the cake. So Get Retro, if you're watching, you're not off the hook, screw you, but we're cool for now. Okay, I hope you enjoyed all those random ass pickups. I wasn't going to do a pickup video today. Obviously I just went a bit nuts during the week with that massive N64 bundle. It was worth picking up, I think. All those loose boxes. Obviously over the next few weeks and months I'll be trying to complete those. In the meanwhile I'm still on the hunt for the elusive Terranigma. What else am I looking forward to? Oh, I've got a heavy SNES big hitter on its way from Australia. All the way from Australia. I won an auction and it's on its way. Hopefully I won't get stung by Judy. That'll be a real bitch. But yeah, that's going to be a video and a half when it comes. I can't wait for that. I'll complete the shelf along with Terranigma. But yes, we've got the game for you next week. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. If you see me, I'll be in the Bowser shirt, obviously, and give me a poke. Let's have a chat, say hello, tell me what you like about the channel, tell me what you don't like, what we can do better, and yeah, keep it retro. Take care.